All right, Super Bowl just ended. We got a lot to unpack regarding the Super Bowl, um, especially the halftime show, and a little bit of an update on our Lakers. So, welcome once again to the Bigotti Brothers podcast.
What do you think
Yo,
about the Super Bowl, man? What do you think about that?
man.
What about the game? What about the game?
Well, last week we kind of talked about Seattle pulling this one off, and they did. Man, that defense. Wow, it's. I mean, Patriots just got their points long after the outcome already um was no longer in doubt basically.
I,
Um oof,
I believe they call it belt to ass. That's what happened.
yeah, belt to
We
ass.
knew that
Yeah. Mhm.
defense wins championships. We knew that,
Uh-huh.
but I honestly didn't expect it to be this bad for the Patriots.
Mm,
They couldn't move the ball so much. There was a joke that Bad Bunny in the halftime show was carrying a football around,
yep.
and he had more yards than the whole Patriots team. It was that bad. I think
Honestly.
the
Yeah.
Patriots just couldn't do anything, and we kind of alluded to the fact that Drake May might have trouble with dissecting this
Yeah.
defense, and that's exactly what happened to
That's
them.
exactly what happened. Yeah. I was basically saying that, you just give the MVP to the entire Seahawk defense. I was surprised. Well, Kenneth Walker, granted he didn't have any touchdowns, I think, but he had a lot of yardage, so that pretty much gave him the MVP. Um, yeah, they got a fumble return for a touchdown. They got a pick. And Drake May was look just lost the entire time. I mean, he's a second year quarterback. He's still gonna get better, but it really was it really was a baptism of fire for him. Um, just getting hammered by the Seahawk defense, just play after play, drive after drive.
It was just too much. I think it was
Yeah.
just too much
Mhm.
for Drake May to overcome. The
Yeah.
defense was just too good, right?
Yeah.
And funny enough, there was an interview where one of the linemen, the lineman of the Seahawks, essentially
Mhm.
said that the Patriots had to tell their
Mhm.
offensive line had to tell,
Yeah.
so they knew what coverage they were running,
Uh-huh.
what kind of plays they were running
Yeah.
based on how those linemen would react. I saw a
Right.
video someone posted that one of the offensive linemen of the Patriots was looking at certain players pre-snap,
Hmm.
essentially telling the
Yeah.
Seahawks who he's gonna block.
Yeah.
So once they figure that out, they had a free lane. They can just set a
Mhm.
free rusher. They
Yeah.
can just manipulate the defense because they knew who what the blocking assignments were.
Mhm.
So I mean, we all know you're not supposed to look at the people when you're doing this thing. You
Yeah.
just have to do it at the last second,
Yeah.
right? Even with the quarterback, you're
Mhm.
watching the quarterback's eyes. You're watching
Mhm.
the receiver where he's looking at stuff like
Sometimes
that.
it's even the lineman's fingers. Like if they have like their fist on the field, or if they have like two fingers, three fingers,
Yeah,
it's
so it
all
was just
code.
it was just
Yeah. Yeah.
they essentially just
Yeah.
telegraphed what they were gonna do, and
Yeah.
the Seahawks, as great as their defense was
Mhm.
given a free ride, really.
Yeah.
So that's how they did it, and it was just such a beatdown. It
Mhm.
reminds me of a Floyd Mayweather fight where you know what's
Oh
gonna
yeah.
happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
Can.
gonna
Yeah.
be deflected. He's gonna be defending you. You know
Mhm.
what he's gonna do,
Yeah.
but you just can't stop it.
Right.
It's not gonna be even a George St. Pierre fight. Um,
Mm.
You know what? George is gonna take you down. He's
Yeah.
gonna try to hold you for 5 rounds. He's gonna
Mhm.
try to beat you up. If he can get a submission or a KO along the way, great. But that's
Yeah.
what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Now, some people might find that boring,
Mhm.
but it's just how the game is played. That's
Right. Mhm.
you use your strengths and
Mhm.
try to neutralize your opponent, and that's what GSP
Mhm.
did. That's what Floyd Mayweather does, and that's what the
Mhm.
Seahawks did
Yeah,
to the Patriots.
it's the
It wasn't.
wear
It
you
wasn't even
down.
close.
Yeah, it's the wear you down type of game. You're not gonna see anything flashy. It's just you're just gonna get worn down. You're gonna get.
Yeah, it's
You're pretty much gonna get. It's pretty much dying a slow death, basically.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
not the prettiest, but
yeah.
it did the job.
It does.
And
It gets the
as
job done. Yep.
as right as we said, the whole game was until towards the end of the game, the whole game was field goals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? They were just
Yeah.
kicking field goals. Three,
Yeah.
three, 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 three. That's it.
Our kababayan, Jason Myers was his name.
Wait, he's Filipino?
Yeah, I heard he's Filipino. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know he was. No. Really? I mean,
Seattle's kicker. Yeah.
actually, you know what? If you look at his picture,
Uh,
he does look like he's Filipino.
yeah.
I mean, hey, I'm not even gonna. Yeah, he is.
He's
He's
Filipino.
Filipino. Jason Myers, kababayan.
Yeah.
Kabayan.
Kababayan, Jason Myers. Yeah. I thought it was
He
the
is.
MVP, bro.
His
Yeah.
great grandfather
Uh-huh.
was who was from the Philippines. He
Mm.
served in the U.S. Navy. Wow. Wow. Okay. So if that's great grandfather, was that
Nice.
1/16? 1/8? I don't want to do the math right
1/8,
now.
1/16. Yeah.
Right? So, yeah,
Yeah.
he's Filipino, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Kabayan.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Most points for a kicker in a Super Bowl game.
Yeah, he broke the record.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's so
Yep.
cool. Yeah. So Jason Myers, congrats. I hate it. The Seahawks celebrated inside the 49ers locker room,
Yeah. Right.
which sucks. I hope they bleach the hell out of that locker room for next year, because I don't want all that stench and all that Seahawk dirt in there.
Yep.
But yeah, that's the game really. But
Yep.
the highlight was, I think for most people, the highlight was the halftime show.
The hell was a halftime show? Yeah.
The highlight was the Super Bowl halftime show,
Right.
and you had Bad Bunny perform.
Mhm. With
Did you?
yeah, I saw that. And they had like Lady Gaga and who was the other special guest?
Ricky Martin, bro.
Ricky
How can you
Martin.
forget Ricky Martin,
Yeah.
the original Boricua daddy?
Yes.
Okay. Do you? Okay, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I never heard of. I've heard of Bad Bunny before,
Mhm.
but I've never really listened to his music prior
Same.
to this show.
Same with me. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah.
again, I you can understand Spanish, right?
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand a little bit though, but not when it's that fast.
Right.
And I can understand some words. I mean,
Mhm.
I know Pregunto's question. I
Yeah.
know, although the title of the song,
Uh,
the first song he performed was Titi Mi
It's
Pregunto.
oh yeah, that's right.
it's geographically correct that it represented the Americas.
Yep.
I-
Pregunta.
The first Titi Mi Pregunto was the first
Right.
song for
Yeah.
Filipinos that has a very different meaning. But
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I googled it. It said auntie question from auntie or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Ask me a question or something like
Uh-huh.
that. That's what it means. So titi is auntie
Yeah.
in there. I think it's a term for them, but
Uh-huh.
for us it's a different word.
Oh,
But
so-
that's neither here or there.
yeah.
How would you rate the show? What did you think about the show?
It was great. I actually enjoyed that halftime show. Well, it was a statement, given by Bad Bunny, given the political climate right now of the United States, and just because there was a lot of hate directed at him as early as November when they announced that he was going to do the halftime show. So I mean, just because the whole climate here in the U.S. where um hatred towards immigrants is being magnified right now and it's out in the open. If Ricky Martin did the same halftime show like 20 years ago, it wouldn't be as magnified, because it is just magnified now because of the political climate. So naturally, Bad Bunny came out there, made a statement, really really good, very entertaining performance, and
It
Yeah.
geographically represented the Americas.
I love the shout out he did towards the end of the show where he named all the countries of North, Central, and Latin America, telling and just making that statement. That is America, and
Yeah, that's
it's
right. That's those
I mean
are those are those, yeah. Those are two
go ahead,
Americas, right?
yeah,
Yeah, North
yeah,
and South America.
yeah,
That's those are the Americas right there.
right.
There was there was a statement on the video board as well. Obviously, um, about hate and love. That was
The
great.
the
I
only thing
think
more powerful than hate is love. Yep,
yeah,
absolutely.
and I think we are all America on
Together
the
we are America.
football,
Yeah, on the football. Yeah,
that he had more yardage than the Patriots,
that's true.
and then and then I there were videos dissecting the performance. It
uh
apparently is a history lesson in Puerto Rico
It's history lesson in Puerto Rico. Yeah.
with what the imagery was saying, just
Mm-hmm.
like what Kendrick did last year.
Mm-hmm.
It had a lot of imagery about Puerto Rico and the stuff that his people
Right.
have gone through,
Oh yeah.
and 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 look, I didn't understand most of the stuff he was saying, but I was dancing to it. I was
The
bobbing my head.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and here's the thing that people don't realize about Puerto Rico. They say, "Oh, Puerto Rico's a U.S. territory," and they have it good. They don't. They're still treated as second class citizens, although their residents are American citizens.
Hmm.
Like they're still treated as second class citizens, and that's the sad part about it. And it was great that he kind of gave everyone a history lesson on the island. Boricua culture is very colorful. You have a lot of a lot of entertainers and sports figures coming from the island who have made it in America. So that was a great shout out to his hometown.
Yeah, I remember there was this imagery. I think it was during the first term of your
Mhm.
current president. I
Uh,
don't even want to say his name, but uh, he was throwing toilet paper. He was shooting them like Steph
yeah,
Curry,
yeah,
right? I remember that.
yeah,
I remember that imagery. Who was just,
yeah.
what he would do. We would do with the trash and
Mhm.
yell Kobe as it goes through
Yeah,
the garbage can. That's what he was doing
yeah,
to. He was in Puerto Rico, so
yeah,
I do remember that, and I know
yeah.
that it's it's not as good over there. It's similar
Mhm.
to so Puerto Rico is similar to Guam, right? Where
Right,
it's a U.S. territory, they're
right,
U.S. citizens, but it's
mhm.
two different. I think it's two different governments,
Right, right.
right? And
Yeah.
so yeah, so it was nice. It was great for him to
Mhm.
highlight that, and as I said, the music was not bad. I
Oh yeah.
mean, I don't listen to a lot of Spanish
Mhm.
songs. I mean, we've been exposed to it as Filipinos. We grew up
Mhm.
with Marimar, right? Remember,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Grew up with
everyone
like
grew up with
menudo.
Macarena.
Yeah. Right, right.
So we're obviously we're a Spanish colony as well, so
Yeah.
we're well aware of the
Mhm.
language and all that.
Mhm.
And this is what I don't understand. If people are hating so much on the argument against him was, you're in America, the game is played in America, but why are you not booking an English speaking artist?
Mhm.
Well, number one, it's only for 13 minutes. The show was
Yeah.
short. It wasn't a whole 2-hour concert, number
Right.
one. Number two, I mean, people are happy to eat tacos. People are happy to go to Cabo,
Yeah.
drink
Right.
tequila,
Yeah. Go to
go to
Cancun.
Tijuana,
Yeah.
and yet you can't fathom this dude
I know.
putting out good music
Yeah.
to make people dance for 13 minutes. That's what I don't understand,
That's what
really.
that's what we're saying. Like if you're hating so much on the Spanish language being showcased at the Super Bowl, then don't have your chips and dip, don't have your tostitos and your salsa for Super Bowl for
Right?
Super Bowl parties.
It doesn't make sense. Go back to eating burgers. I'm
Yeah.
you know what? I'm just gonna go out. It's about lunchtime here. I might as well just go get some tacos after this,
Right.
just to just to affirm this. So I don't. I mean, look,
Do you guys
we
have good
understand
Mexican?
why.
Do you guys have good Mexican food there?
So there are. I
Mhm.
was surprised that
Mhm.
there were actually Latinos living down here.
Mm.
So there's a couple of good taco spots
Mhm.
run by by Latinos
Right,
that
right. Yeah.
we usually go to. It's a bit far, but there's this place
Mhm.
near us. It's just it's legit Mexican, man. He goes home
Yeah.
for Christmas and all that. He has the Mexican flag over there.
Oh
I've
man,
had
that's cool.
I had the stuff that he sells. I usually go there just for 'cause his tacos are really good.
Right.
So I usually go there every once in a while. But
Uh-huh.
yes, there's a lot of taco places here, so I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah, that's good.
So so this show, I really enjoyed it. I think they
Mm,
said that it has 130 something million views or something.
mm.
Um, didn't top Kendrick Lamar's last year.
Oh,
So from a
really?
statistics perspective,
Mm,
more people watch Kendrick Lamar
mm.
last year. Not to say that this is any bad. I'm just pointing
Yeah,
out the
yeah,
numbers. Yeah.
it's just numbers. Yeah, yeah,
Again, I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed
yeah.
the Kendrick show. What are your? Do you have any favorite Super Bowl
Oh,
performances of all time?
well, yeah. Last year's Kendrick Lamar's, the smile. That was
That's like what everyone does now.
the
Just
smile.
absolutely destroyed Drake with that smile. Just what?
Oh god.
Just that one look. It
Yeah,
just destroyed. It didn't even need to say the p word.
yeah,
The message just went through, and I think
yeah.
we talked about it last year as well when
Uh,
the whole stadium just called
mm,
him a
oh
pedophile.
yeah.
it wasn't a good look for Drake
It
at
was
all.
no. It was not a good look for Drake.
My my
Another. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
my absolute favorite. Okay, I'm not, this is a non-negotiable for me.
Mhm.
My number one of all time, Prince, the one in Miami.
Ooh, yeah.
That's the I. If we're talking
Yes.
about the best
Mhm.
Super Bowl shows ever, which we
Right.
are,
Yep.
that's the top of my list, no doubt.
Yes.
I still rewatch that every now and then. It's
Mm.
just the imagery of purple rain falling down
Yeah.
while he's singing Purple Rain.
Yeah.
It's just insane.
That's
And the
crazy.
way
Yeah.
the medley of hits he just performed,
Mhm.
the stuff that wasn't his too.
Right.
He just
Yeah.
that cover of the Foo Fighters song,
Uh-huh.
right? Best of You. The cover of Best
Right.
of You
Yeah.
was something different, and I really enjoyed it. Obviously, all along the Watchtower. Come on, man, this is
Yeah.
just classic, right? So
Yeah.
it I
That
that
was
that
awesome.
will never be beat for me.
Yes. At, another one I really enjoyed was when the Rams won. And you had Kendrick Lamar, you had Snoop, you had Dr. Dre, you had the whole West Side Connection there.
The
Yeah.
whole LA show. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was. I mean, for us,
Awesome.
that was it, right?
Oh yeah.
Even, they even did the 50 Cent hanging from the
Yeah.
ceiling from the video.
Yes.
I, I he looks so different, but it's just an iconic video for us growing
Yeah.
up, right?
Yep.
When 50 did that, and it was an amazing show. I would say Dr. Dre did a great job with that one.
That was great.
That was
Yeah.
the the one with Beyonce is the one that comes to mind as
Oh,
well.
okay. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Not, I mean, look, Beyonce has bangers. Beyonce has great songs, but
Right.
the thing that stood out for me was the imagery that she tried to remove from the internet after,
Uh-huh.
because she's a very passionate performer,
Yeah.
right? And there was this a couple of photographs that were taken while she was performing of her face just looking
Mhm.
weird,
Right.
and she tried suing people to keep that off the internet, and it
Yeah.
backfired on her. So
Yep.
that was the imagery that kind of was left in my head.
Right.
Another one that I remember was the Bruno Mars one.
Yes. Yep.
Always a banger. Kabayan
Yep.
Bruno.
Yes.
All right. But anything else come to mind for you?
Yeah. I will say Red Hot Chili Peppers as well. And New Jersey back in 2014. That was another good one. Um, yeah. When you speaking of Bruno Mars, like the last one at Levi Stadium 10 years ago with Coldplay as the headliner.
They're so good live. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Oh.
watched them. I watched them here. I didn't think they were that good of a
Oh,
live
they're
band.
live. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was able
Yeah.
to watch them when they did a show here. That was so fun.
Yeah.
Enjoyed
I
it so
saw.
much.
I heard their live performances are just like yeah.
It's very
There's
fun. It's very.
it's a
I mean,
sensory.
just
It's a sensory and show.
Yeah,
Mm.
and obviously it had that Coldplay the cheating scandal with the two execs there.
Oh yeah,
But this is the thing,
yeah,
if you watch the Coldplay shows, they do that.
right.
They focus the camera. So there's a break in the concert where Chris Martin just makes up a song on the spot.
Uh-huh.
They put someone on camera.
Right.
They broadcast it to the whole stadium,
Uh-huh.
and then Chris Martin just makes up a song on the spot.
Yeah.
Do that for a couple of seconds. It was an honor if you get picked, obviously, but
Right.
these dudes, they didn't want it for obvious reasons.
Uh-huh.
But it is what it is. The most One of the more memorable ones for me, I would say,
Mm.
is it's the Janet Jackson one. Really, you can't really talk Super Bowl shows
Yeah.
without talking about that
Yeah.
one.
That was just
Where were you?
unfortunate.
Where were you when that happened?
I was in the
Do
Philippines
you
still.
remember? Yeah, that was 2004, right?
Four. Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Um.
remember that. I remember that show because we were in. So my friend lived just across the school,
Right.
and they had a condo in front of the school. They
Oh,
were staying there, and we
Burgundy.
watched the game. What was that?
Burgundy. Prince David.
Yeah, yeah, we watched it from no, from Prince David. We watched it
Prince
from
David.
Prince David.
Yeah.
So we watched it from Prince David. They had a condo over there, and I remember. Hey, can you rewind that? Yo, is that what we think we saw? And just looked at the internet
Yep.
after. Oh yeah, that was it. That
Yeah.
was that. That was fun.
Yep.
Looking forward, I think the next one is in SoFi.
SoFi.
The
Yeah.
next Super Bowl is in
Yep.
SoFi. Well, they haven't announced who
No.
is performing it, but do you have any dream Super Bowl shows? Who would you prefer to
Ooh.
headline a Super Bowl show in the future?
Wow. Wow. That's a big one.
So if it's so the next one is so the next two Super Bowls, one is the next year, as we said, is going to be in SoFi,
Mhm.
and the next year after that is going to be in Atlanta.
In Atlanta. Ooh.
So okay, so if that's just don't think about the location.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. Yeah.
do you have any dream ones that
Wow.
you can think of, especially in LA next year?
Mhm. I would love to see. So that's next year, 2027. Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
look, I can start. So
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is the one in Atlanta. Okay,
Uh-huh.
if you're gonna be in Atlanta, it has to be, and this is what they kind of missed last time
Right.
when they went to Atlanta and New
Uh-huh.
Orleans. It kind of missed
Yeah.
it. So if you did an LA West Coast rap show in
Mhm.
SoFi Stadium,
Right.
if you're going to Atlanta in 2 years,
Mhm.
what better way to celebrate that than go into a southern hip hop extravaganza?
Ooh.
It's gonna be
Lu-
headlined
Luda.
by Outkast.
Outcast.
It's
Yeah.
got to be Outkast, okay? It's
Yep.
got to be headlined by
Mhm.
Outkast, and you got some friends over there as well in Atlanta.
Right.
If you're gonna be doing it in Atlanta,
Yeah.
okay? We know Jay is producing the show, Hova,
Uh,
right? Hova. You gotta if this is gonna be the case, please. I want to see
Outcast.
Andre 3000 and Big Boy reunite
Mhm.
in the Super Bowl in
Right.
Atlanta.
In
Please
Atlanta.
go do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
That's probably one of my
bring
dream
out like
shows. If that.
Ludacris and Lil Jon.
You have Ti, you can put Ti as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even need to do all Atlanta.
Yeah.
You can put some South hip hop there. You got 3-6 Mafia.
Right.
You can do all those things, right?
Uh-huh.
But I want Outcast. I want
Yeah.
to see them perform, see them headline a show. How about you?
LA.
It doesn't have to be in LA.
Yeah,
It can
yeah.
be anywhere. Just any future Super Bowl show. Who
Any
do you want to
future
see?
Super Bowls. We already had that West Coast, we already had a West Coast reunion.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore. It's
Yeah. Ooh. I would love to see the East Coast response to that.
I was actually thinking about that
Nas,
too.
Wu-Tang Clan.
The best
Yeah.
way to headline that?
Uh-huh.
I mean, he's already running the show, man.
Right.
You gotta have Jay-Z
It's
headline
Jay-Z,
the Super
yeah.
Bowl.
Oh.
I mean, you got to think that this was one of his end game
Mm,
decisions, right?
right.
I mean, he always proclaims. I don't think he is, but he proclaims himself the king of New York.
Right.
If that's the case, then why not in a future Super Bowl have Jay Z just somewhere in the East Coast?
Yeah.
Get those East Coast rappers in there.
Yeah.
Get Wu Tang.
Yeah.
Get Nas.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, if you want to be disrespectful anyway, you can put a hologram of Biggie in there for like, but there's
Yeah.
no, please don't do that.
No.
No, this is just you can piss more people off as well by
Right.
doing another hip hop show in New York,
Yeah.
right? Doing the East Coast, another hip hop
Mhm.
extravaganza with East Coast artists this time. It's
Mhm.
gonna be a party, man.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
a party if that's the case.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah.
Metallica still touring?
Metallica's
Why
still
not put
touring.
them?
Yeah.
I mean, they got some bangers,
Mhm.
right? They've shown that they can put on a good show. Why not get Metallica in there,
Right. Yeah.
right? Is there
Metallica
anyone
also could
specific that you want to
stand
see?
that. A very controversial one, but I'd love to see Rage Against the Machine.
I don't know. That's never gonna happen.
It's never
though.
gonna happen, but you
That's
know,
definitely a wish.
it's never gonna happen. But that's a wish. Yes.
I I mean, look, they one obvious reason why they would never allow Rage Against the Machine to play
Corporate.
there is just not just that. Do you
Yeah.
remember that? So they in the UK they had this Christmas #1 thing that they
Yeah.
ran.
Yeah. I remember that one.
Remember that one where
Yeah.
they because I think it was more of some idol or whatever manufactured pop that was
Yeah.
always #1.
Yeah.
So this guy just went on a petition and just let's put Rage Against the Machine in there, killing in the name.
Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine. Just put
Yeah.
it, just put it in the #1, and
Yeah.
they did. They managed the whole UK.
Yeah.
Got pissed at all this Simon Cowell pop stuff,
Yeah.
and then they had killing in the name as #1 in Christmas,
Yep.
and they had Rage Against the Machine on the radio,
On the BBC too. Yeah.
right, to perform the song with the caveat that they would censor it.
Yeah.
So just unpack this for a moment.
Yep.
You have this political protest song, #1 at Christmas.
Uh-huh.
You have a very politically charged band.
Yep.
You're telling them not to do something when one of the lyrics in the song they're gonna play is essentially saying they won't do what you tell them. What did you expect?
Yeah.
Right? What did you expect would
Yep.
happen if you're the BBC? What
Yep.
would you expect that would happen?
Yep.
And it was so funny. They had to cut it. I think they snuck a couple of FUs there
Yeah.
before they got cut off by the
Yep.
radio. But that was so funny, and
Yep.
and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That would be so cool though
Yeah.
if Rage
That would be
just
really
reunite.
cool. Yeah.
If they reunite because they haven't. I mean, they're not together anymore. I think they
Mhm.
broke up.
Yeah.
Zach had an Achilles tear,
Yeah.
and then they just stopped the show. I was excited for people to watch that
Mhm.
that reunion show that they did, but it just
Right.
didn't happen.
Yeah.
All right, now sticking to a little bit of more NFL. So they announced the Hall of Fame
Right.
stuff
Right.
in the Super Bowl, and
Mhm.
one notable miss there was again. I don't agree with this guy 100%,
Right.
but if we're talking about first ballot Hall of Famers, Robert Kraft has to be there,
Mm.
and he was not.
Mm.
He's not going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's one of the more successful owners in this era of football.
Right.
And look, they were rebuilding, and they got back to the Super Bowl now as
Mhm.
well. What do you think about the snub for Robert Kraft?
Yeah, it was definitely a snub, but I kind of see that, if he was, if he was first ballot Hall of Fame as well, there would be a lot of, there'd be a lot of backlash given the scandals. Not just that, he is, there's going to be a lot of backlash as well politically, since considering he's a known supporter of the current president. So I don't know if the NFL was kind of trying to play it safe, kind of you know, avoid that chatter or that controversy. So I don't know. I don't know what. I mean, it's the same with baseball. Like um, Pete Rose has been pretty much blacklisted from the Hall of Fame because of the betting scandal. So it's they just kind of I don't know. I feel like the NFL doesn't want to touch that um right now. Given that I mean, you mentioned earlier with Robert Kraft, like um with controversies such as Spygate, Deflategate, all of that stuff. So I don't know. It might be a slippery slope that the NFL isn't wanting to touch right now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that
Yeah.
I mean, look, politics aside and whatnot.
Mhm.
I think there were reports that came out that people in the committee didn't vote for him because of all those scandals that he
Right.
had. Right?
Yeah.
But as you mentioned, it's a slippery slope now.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom Brady was involved in there.
Mm.
So are you
Yeah.
saying that Tom Brady is not going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Oof.
Is that
No,
what
no, wait,
people are
Tom,
saying?
Tom Brady, like, I don't know, because that's the thing between owners and players. There's a little bit of a, I don't know what they might call it, a distinction, but with Tom Brady, um, there is kind of no doubt as to his impact on the game. So I know that for a fact that given his stint with New England and Tampa Bay, I know for a fact that once he gets eligible, he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Because he is wide. Again, it's the owner player, type of this distinction that fans kind of have. You know, like fans will advocate more for a player than an owner, just because of the bureaucracy and all that stuff. So I think that there's no doubt Tom Brady's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
should be.
if
Yeah.
if he's not because of the same, so just assuming that they don't vote him in because of the same stuff they justified to keep Robert Kraft out.
Right.
It's just it just doesn't make sense.
This
What
makes
this
sense. Yeah.
you might as well call this a WWE Hall of Fame
Yeah.
if that's the case,
Yeah.
right? It's because there's no point
Yeah.
if Tom Brady is not a first ballot Hall of Famer,
Hmm.
then just throw the whole Hall of Fame away.
Right.
As much as I hate to admit it, he is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Okay, he's
Yep.
he's the number one quarterback. He's the best quarterback this league has ever
Mhm.
seen. This game has ever seen.
Right.
He should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Scandal aside,
Scandal aside. Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yep.
Right. That's our thoughts about it.
Right.